Alright guys, so macro goal of the programming is to master the code of fitness. So what is the code of fitness? Well, there's a couple parts to it. First off, we got functional movements. So we're definitely going to be doing the major lifts, you know, deadlifts, things that we're meant to do. We got to have some accessory work in there, so whether that's strength-based or mobility-based, maybe you need to work on certain smaller muscle groups, or maybe you need to work on your range of motion through a joint. Follow that with some skill work, so practicing skill work, getting better at like your fundamental movements like push-ups, handstands, you know, things that we're meant to do too. Appropriate intensity. Each workout is going to call for a different type of intensity, so understanding what intensity that workout is meant to be and then following accordingly. Strategic variation, so we're going to vary the types of exercise, the energy system, time domains, different things like that. So we strategically vary it, so we're not just randomly throwing it out at you, we're actually with a plan throwing it out towards you so that we improve your work capacity.
So micro goals, what we're going to be doing, we're working in 3 different kinds of cycles, 4, 6, and 8-week cycles. We will predominantly be working in 4-week cycles. We may do 2 overlapping 4-week cycles to make an 8-week cycle, things like that. We're going to pick basic movements, more advanced movements, and then different strength accessories to do for each cycle. So for example, the past few weeks you may have noticed we've been doing a lot of push-ups. We've been doing some split jerk stuff, knees to elbows. You'll see a lot of that on what are going to be our practice days. We'll talk about those a little bit later. So the other thing, those things are all picked by what I see in all the members throughout a daily basis. So I'm here, I see pretty much everyone on a daily basis. I know what everyone's really good at. I know what we struggle with. I know what we need to get better at. Myself included, along with all the coaches, all the members. I just see that stuff. That's part of the reason I'm here 4,000 hours a day. So I take note of all that stuff. I'm watching everybody, and those are the things that we're going to be working on. So if there's something that maybe you in particular need to work on, feel free to tell me about it. If there's something you want to work on more, you're more than welcome to tell me about it, and we can try and work that in at some point.
We're working in 4-week cycles generally. So it's going to be a 20 working day program. The format is defined by 12 practice days, 6 competition days, and 2 mental toughness days. You've already started to see these come up and you're getting a feel for them. What they're helping to do is define the mentality of the workouts. So your perceived effort is, we're not only getting your physical, we're not only getting you physically fit, we're going to get you mentally fit as well, so you can understand and better utilize what the programmers got designed.
So first kind of day is a practice day. Practice days are going to be lower intensity based. They're going to be more focused on developing skills and movements. Sometimes strength will still be focused on these days. However, what we're focusing on these days are getting better at the movements that we're doing, using the right muscle groups to contract whenever we're doing the right movements, and then also just making sure that we're doing these movements with the mentality that, hey, we're trying to do these perfect. We're not really worried about the clock, worried about the time or anything like that. Just really trying to develop the skill, make these movements better. That way when we test them, they're going to be better throughout those competition days.
So competition days are going to be the second day that we have. Competition days are going to make up 30% of a cycle. Competition days are what we're going to use to test the movements that we're doing in your practice days. So you're going to see at least one of the movements we've been practicing. So for example, in this cycle, you would either see a push-up, a knee to elbow, some kind of press, something like that. But you'll at least see one of those movements. The other movements will just be hopper style, I guess if you would call it. These competition days, they're going to be, think open style. You're not necessarily competing against everyone in the gym, but we want it to be that intensity. We want it to feel like an open workout. We want you to hurt. We want you to push those limits. We want you to push past that comfort zone of what you normally feel in just a regular workout. So competition days are our testing days. You're going to see girl workouts. You're going to see benchmark workouts. You'll see things like 75 wall balls. You'll see Fran. You won't see Murph because that's so big. But you'll see things that are all your benchmarks, things you can compare. So these are the days that when you do a competition day, there's a chance you're going to see it again. So write it down. If you've got a journal, put it in your journal. I want you to know that today I did Fran in 4:28 or whatever. And so when I say in 6 weeks, go back to this day, you can look and you can see that I did it here. And even if it's not a girl workout, if it's a workout where there's knees to elbows and you can only do 3 unbroken that day, and all of a sudden in 6 weeks you compare and I did all 10 unbroken from 3 of the rounds, that's the progress we're looking for. So these are the days, push the limits, write it down, keep track, understand that you're getting better, and these are the days where you test it.
We're running right now.
Okay, guys, we are going to talk about mental toughness day. That is a day when you see it the night before, you want to go to bed earlier, you want to be excited, you want to be pumped up. When you come in here, you want to have a mindset though that you're going to push yourself. You're going to maybe do a couple more reps that you normally wouldn't do. You're probably going to hold on to that bar a little bit longer. You're going to get to a point where you're like, I want to quit, but then you're going to push a little bit farther. Okay, so when you see a mental toughness day, just to be ready when you come in here to really push yourself, see what you're made of, and go the extra mile and ask more of yourself.
Alright, so you guys heard all this amazing information from all these great coaches that we have here at 76.
Lots going on!
Lots going on. We're excited about what's coming to our gym, to our facilities, and we're excited to share this with all of you. That being said, we do want to inform you all that Thursdays will now be a regular part of our programming here at 76. It will no longer be designated as a Makeup a Miss WOD workout or open gym day. We'll be changing those days to Saturdays and Sundays. Stay tuned for more.
Saturday, we still have a coach here for open gym, but we're going to get out of the gym often. We're going to rotate and have adventure days. So keep you posted. OG on Sunday, same as planned. Check with your coaches on what you're doing.
All right, see you at 5 a.m.
Woo!